If you're trying to lose weight and eat healthily, but you're fed up with bland, flavourless, slow cooker meals, this video is for you. I've got 5 high protein slow cooker recipes that are hearty, filling and guaranteed to keep you satisfied all autumn and winter. So we're going to kick things off with my slow cooker version of a viral recipe, that is Tuscan chicken. This one is absolutely delicious and again, like all these recipes, really easy to make. The first thing we're going to do is add all the seasonings you see on screen to some chicken breasts along with some olive oil and a little bit of water to make a marinade, and we're just going to give that 30 minutes in the fridge. The longer the better. You could leave it overnight if you wanted to, just to get some flavour on it. Now this part a lot of people miss when they're doing slow cooker recipes and complain that they taste bland, and that's you need to give your meat some colour in general before adding it to the slow cooker. So we're going to brown that chicken just to get some colour on it, pop it in the slow cooker and then add our onion into the same pan, fry that until it's softened, and then add in our garlic and some cherry tomatoes. We're going to give them a couple more minutes frying before adding some white wine. You could use red if you wanted, and you're just going to allow that to simmer and just scrape up any burnt bits off the bottom of the pan before adding all of that into the slow cooker. To that we're then going to add in some sun-dried tomato pesto, corn flour to help thicken things, a little bit of salt along with chicken stock. You could use vegetable if you want, totally up to you. And then we're going to pop the lid on it and give it about 3.5 hours. Once that's done, we're going to add in our double cream to give it this beautiful creamy flavour, along with some cheddar cheese and 150 grams of spinach. That is all. Then you need to just stir it through to just allow the spinach to be mixed in, pop the lid on it, give it a further 30 minutes to let it wilt, and then you just need to plate it up and it should look something like this. It goes really well with new potatoes, also works well with rice, or you could have it on its own with extra veggies. However you serve it, I hope you enjoy it. If you love a good high protein slow cooker recipe, make sure to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. The next recipe is a classic flashback to your Greek summer holiday, that is slow cooker beef stifado. It is a Greek stew packed with flavour. First thing we're going to do is to fry our whole shallots. This is one of the only recipes that I can actually be arsed using shallots for. Normally I can't be bothered peeling them, but you have to use them for this recipe. We're going to fry them, and that's another trick if you missed that one. That was frozen wine. If you have any leftovers, freeze wine, and then you can use it for recipes like this. So where are we? Yes, all we're going to do now is add in our seasonings, lots of yummy herbs and flavours, a couple of things you'll need to fish out at the end of cooking. We're then going to add in just over a kilo of lean diced beef, along with passata, some corn flour again to thicken it, and so on. We're going to pop the lid on it, and this one needs long, low and slow. So 6 hours on high or 8 hours on low is ideal, and you'll get this absolutely delicious, super rich, flavoursome beef stew that should taste like summer holiday on a plate. It goes really well with rice or orzo or some crusty bread. Next up is one of the most popular recipes on a curry house menu, and that is chicken tikka masala. We're doing it in the slow cooker. First thing we're going to do is to chop up our onions nice and thin. And like I mentioned in the first video, we want to cook these first to just give it a lot more flavour. If you don't cook your onions before adding them to slow cooker, your recipe will taste really soupy and you won't allow the water to come out of the onions. This essentially oniony water will go into your slow cooker. If you cook it first, it's going to evaporate and just give the onions lots more flavour and sweetness. So fry them with your whole spices on a moderate to low heat until they're softened, golden and smelling delicious. Then you're going to add your equal measures of garlic and ginger paste. You're going to fry them for about 30 seconds or so before adding in your dried ground spices. We're not using anything fancy, just generic supermarket tandoori masala and curry powder. Whether you go for medium, mild or hot is entirely up to you. I'm cooking this for the kids, so I always use mild curry powder, but just do whatever you prefer. And fry that for another 30 seconds before adding in some water to scrape off any burnt bits off the bottom of the pan. The burnt bits have lots of flavour, so we don't want to leave them in the frying pan. We want to add that to the slow cooker with all those onions and the whole spices as well. To that we're going to use lean chicken breasts. If you're not that arsed about the calories, you could easily use chicken thighs or any kind of bone-in chicken, whatever you want, but I'm using chicken breast to try and keep the calories down, along with some salt for seasoning, and then we're going to add in some lemon juice for a little bit of tartness, some sugar for a little bit of sweetness. You can leave this out, you could use a sweetener if you wanted, but it's a teaspoon of sugar, it's not going to really make much of a difference. Corn flour for the classic bit of thickening, and some tomato puree. Chopped tomatoes, you could use passata if you wanted, but chopped tomatoes are totally fine. You're going to mix all of that through and pop the lid on it and give it about 4 hours. Once that timer has gone, it should look a little something like this, and we're going to add in our half-fat creme fraiche. You don't add this at the start because it could split, so we're just adding it at the end of cooking. Again, if you're not bothered by calories, you could add full-fat creme fraiche, but we're trying to keep this lean, so lighter, and a big handful of fresh coriander. All you need to do now is just stir that through and plate it up. You could serve it with all of the usual suspects: naan bread, rice, poppadoms, whatever you like, or a low calorie version with some salad or vegetables, totally up to you. But this one keeps for a while in the freezer, and remember to fish out that cinnamon stick so you don't bite into a piece of wood in your curry. But all you need to do now for that one is give it some more coriander on top and get stuck into it. The next one is one of my absolute favourite slow cooker chicken recipes of all time. It's called St Mary's chicken, but it's essentially a honey mustard chicken, and it's got added bacon, so you know it is going to be absolutely banging. We're going to use smoked bacon medallions for that. That's essentially just bacon with the fat removed. Again, if you're not bothered by calories, just use the whole bacon rashers. Adding in the fat from the bacon will give it more flavour, but if you want to keep the calories down, tweak off the fat before cooking it. Cook it until it is looking nice and golden and smelling absolutely delicious. Add in your garlic cloves and give it a further 30 seconds, and then we're going to tip the lot of that into the slow cooker. So I totally get it that we've had to do some pre-cooking for all these slow cooker recipes so far, but that is what is going to give it a lot more flavour than these recipes when you just bung in all the raw ingredients. Yes, there is a time and a place for them. I do have some of them myself, but the ones that I prefer and I think are more flavourful are the ones that we're doing that little bit of effort at the start, and that is pre-cooking. So we're adding in all the other ingredients. Honey is obviously a key one for this honey mustard chicken. A little bit of water, there's corn flour in there, mustard, bits and pieces, and we're just going to stir it all through before adding in our chicken breast. For all of these recipes, you'll get the entire recipe inside my Food for Fitness recipes app. There's over 450 high protein recipes in the app at the moment, and we add new ones every month. If you'd like to download it, there's a link to get it in the description below. We're going to pop the lid on it, give it a couple of hours, and then just at the end of cooking, lid comes off, and we're going to stir through our creme fraiche once again to give it that delicious, rich, creamy texture. At this stage, you could also shred the chicken with some forks. I sometimes do that and have it as like a pulled chicken, or you could serve the chicken breast whole as is. This goes really well with new potatoes, mashed potatoes, also with rice, and as always, you want to garnish with something green. We're going to use some parsley on this one, and all you need to do is just get stuck in and enjoy, and I hope you like this one as much as I do. The Culinary Institute of Italy have certified a bolognese recipe, and this is my slow cooker version of it, trying to keep as close to the traditional recipe as I can. You'll probably be quite surprised by how few ingredients we actually use. It's all intentional, so try not to add anything else to this recipe, just follow it as is. So the prep is the standard sofrito, which is onions, carrots and celery. We're going to chop them up nice and small before adding in some unsmoked pancetta to some olive oil, and we're going to cook that until the fat starts to render down and it's smelling lovely. And then we're going to add in our veggies and give that a few more minutes until they start to soften before tipping it all into the slow cooker. The official recipe says you can use beef or pork or both. I like using a mixture, so I'm using half and half. Pork mince is really economical. I really enjoy using it. Super cheap, lots of flavour, and works well in all these kind of recipes. The frozen wine tactic again is going in. If you've got any leftovers, you reduce that wine down by about a third before adding it into the slow cooker along with some tomato puree. We're not adding in lots of herbs. We're definitely not adding in any garlic. We're just adding in some corn flour to help thicken things. That's obviously not an official recipe, but we need it for the slow cooker. Passata, chicken stock cube or vegetable. Chicken's got more flavour, and then from there all you need to do is just stir it, and we're going to pop the lid on it, cook it long and low or give it 5 hours on high, and then once it's done we're going to add an ingredient you might not think about adding, and that is whole milk. It gives it this yummy creaminess to it, and you probably don't add it to a lot of your bologneses, but you just need to mix it through, pop the lid on it, give it another hour, and that is it. You are good to go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Like I said, if you'd like all the recipes, they're in my recipes app. There's a link in the description, and make sure to subscribe for more recipes. See ya!